Hello and welcome to Figure Skating Mess. After 2 million agonizing seconds, we finally have our Grand Prix assignments. Woohoo! So let's grab a cup of tea and go through the women and do some predictions. As you can see, I've taken inspiration from Pulala's video from last year and highlighted the ones to be most excited about. The Japanese ladies are in pink, Koreans in red, Americans in blue, and I've also given the Estonians their own color, a dark purple one, even though there are just two, but I really root for them. And then skaters from other countries are in yellow. But the most striking thing when you look at this is of course no Russians at all, and they usually are the ones with the most sports too in the women's category. Another thing that is lacking is where are the American top names? All of the 3 Americans who went to international championships last year are nowhere to be found. Alyssa, who came 3rd at Worlds, is retiring at the grand old age of 16, but no Karen Chen nor Mariah Bell either, which I find shocking because they both would have had great opportunities to take medals with the Russians gone this season. But maybe they need a gap year from competitive skating. They haven't announced retirement or anything like that. But we still have a bunch of other amazing talented skaters to look forward to this Grand Prix season. And I think what will distinguish this season from other ones is that it is unpredictable. Because last year and the years before that we knew like, oh, there were gonna be Russians at the top 3 spots. If any of the top Russians are at the competitions, it was for sure. But now with the Russians not here, it is much more open, and that is exciting in its own way, even of course the Russians are leaving a big hole too. But let's begin with the first Grand Prix this year, that is Skate America, which will take place the 21st to the 23rd of October. And at the top of the list we have 2 American-born skaters who are skating for China and Cyprus respectively. Ju isn't as surprising to see on this list because she actually has been in a Grand Prix before, but I'm very shocked to see Marilena Kitromilis because she was only at place 30 at Europeans and 32 at Worlds. She's only ranked 57, so she has never gone to any of the free skates in a big championships. But I guess she's here because she is American born and therefore she has an advantage to come to this Grand Prix. Moving on, we also have Nicole Schott, who had a short program of her life at Worlds. This year she came in 6th place in the short and 10th overall. And then the Japanese ladies. First, Rinu Matsuikia, who came 5th place at the 4 continents. She has amazing speed and flow over the ice. And then, of course, our world champion and Olympic bronze medalist, Kaori Sakamoto. She is for sure the biggest name in this Grand Prix event and she is the favorite. She has 2 new programs for this year. I'm not too sure about her short, which is to Janet Jackson, but if someone can pull that off, it is Kaori. But her free, it is to Sia Elastic Heart, and I couldn't be more excited. She's gonna kill that song. She's absolutely gonna kill it. It's gonna be epic, and I'm also looking forward to like, will she do a triple axel at a competition? Will she do a quad toe? So many questions, so many things to look forward to. Then we have 3 Korean girls. The most famous is Harin Lee, who came in 2nd place at 4 continents and who's actually working on a triple axel too. But we also have Yeon Jong Park and Ah Sun Yoon, who came in 4th place at the Junior World Championships this year. And then we have Ekaterina Kurakova, one of my favorites. I loved her Charlie Chaplin free skate this season is adorable. She has her own little theatre on the ice. I really hope she's gonna keep it. And she came in 5th at Europeans, but actually maybe 4th if because Camila took the positive doping test right before the Europeans. We will see what will happen. Anyways, she placed high and she had a breakthrough season last season, and I am rooting for her to have an even bigger breakthrough this year. Then we have 3 American ladies. Amber Glenn, who is also working on a triple axel. I think Ekaterina Kurakov is also working on triple axel too. Like, we're either gonna see 0 or 4 triple axel or something in between at these championships. I'm hoping for 4 because it's always amazing to see a triple axel. My favorite jumps in the women's category. Then we have Isabel Levita, who isn't, at least in my knowledge, working on a triple axel, but she is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. She is the reigning junior champion of the world, and this is her first senior season. She has great, wonderful charisma on the ice, and if she just gains better jumping technique and more flow on the lining, she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. And then we have an undecided spot for the Americans, but just looking at this, I think it's safe to say that Kauri is the biggest favorite, but still Hainli, Kurakova and also Levito, maybe Rino Matsuike too, will also have a shot at getting those medals. Let's move on to Skate Canada, where we find Ekaterina Ryabova at the top from Azerbaijan, who has been very solid for the last couple of seasons. I don't think I've ever seen her fall or even stumble on the ice, but the thing I like most about her is her short program dress she has had for these 2 seasons. This makes me so happy every time I see it, and I'm gonna miss it so much. Anyways, that was beside the point. We also have 3 ladies from Canada because it's Skate Canada. The biggest of them is Madeleine Schizas, but we also have Alison Schumacher and Gabrielle Dahlmann, and Gabrielle actually came in 3rd place at the World Championships 2017, but she isn't at the that shape anymore, but still exciting. Then we have, surprisingly enough, Eliska Brezinova from Czechia. But then the first highlighted name on this list, Nina Pedrokina from Estonia, who had the free skate of her life at the Europeans in Estonia too this season. She managed to place 8th overall, and I don't know, she isn't maybe a favorite to take a medal here, but it is something that I just like about this girl, and I'm really rooting for her. Then the Japanese girls, Rika Kihira is back, hopefully. I am so stoked to see her on the ice again. I just really hope she won't cancel, and she's keeping her fire within program, which is awesome. I just can't wait to see her, even if she doesn't do a triple axel or anything, I just really want to see her on the ice. And then we have Wakaba Higuchi, also from Japan. She had a shin injury at Worlds a couple of months ago that I think hindered her from doing her best. I hope she is recovered and ready to smash all of her triple axels once again, that we know that she can. I'm just rooting for this girl so much. She has so much to give, and she deserves so much more than she has received, and I hope she can get that this season. She is changing both of her programs though, which I'm not a fan of, because I loved both The Lion King and Your Song from this season, especially The Lion King, but hopefully she will come up with something even better for us. Then we have a Japanese girl I'm not familiar with at all, that is Yuhana Yukio. And then we have a Korean girl who I'm also not familiar with, and Eun So Lim. Sorry for butchering all of these names, especially the Korean ones. I'm Really sorry. Then we have another Korean who I know about, that is Yang Yu, who came in 4th place at these World Championships. She is gonna be a force to be reckoned with. She also has a triple axel, not as stable as Wakaba, but she has it, and I hope she will bring it this season too. Really excited to see what she can do this season. And then last but not least, we have Lindsay Thorngren from America, who also is like working on a triple axel. She hasn't landed it yet in a competition, but like I think she will get there. She came in 3rd place at the Junior Championships. She's a fast year senior this year. And yeah, I think this girl has a lot of potential. And by looking at this list, I think the clear favorites for the medals is of course Yang Yu and Wakaba Higuchi, like no doubt about that. But then Rika Kihira, of course, but that depends on how healed she is after her injuries. But I also think Lindsay Thorngren, Nina Petrokina and Yekaterina Ryabova might have a chance of getting like a top place, maybe 3rd place, if everything goes right for them. Let's move on to Grand Prix de France. That begins with Olga Mikutina from Austria. I really like this girl. She has something special on the ice that just catches my attention. She came in 8th place at World Championships in Stockholm 2021, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she will bring on the ice this season. But someone I'm especially looking forward to, that is Luna Hendricks, our world silver medalist and maybe bronze medalist at the Europeans, depending on if Camila will get disqualified or not. Anyways, she had the biggest breakthrough of them all last year. Like, no one saw that coming, but she deserves it. She has wonderful posture on the ice, great transitions, and I'm just hoping that she's gonna continue riding on that high. She has 2 exciting new programs. The short one is like Spanish and sassy, and the free skate is gonna, I think I'm gonna cry to it. I hope I'm gonna cry to it. You know, a program is good when you cry to it. Then we have 3 ladies from France, Maya Massara, Leah Serna, and one to be determined. Then we also have 3 Japanese girls, beginning with Mana Kawabe, who began last season so good, nailing that triple axel, but then she failed miserably at Worlds and Olympics. She has so much potential, but it all depends on if she can hold it together. But I'm really excited for a short program that is gonna beat Billie Eilish. I'm hoping it's gonna be epic. We also have, once again, Rino Matsuike and a new girl, Rion Sumiyoshi, who I am so excited to see. I loved her free skate to Milan last season. I thought it was mesmerizing. And I think she has so much potential too, just like Mana, but she is even more like artistic, and she has much more expression on the ice than Mana has, at least right now. But like, she tried to do a quadruple toe at juniors last year, and it was a quarter short and she fell, but still it's gonna be exciting. Like, will she be able to do a quadruple at the Grand Prix? Like, not many girls are gonna do that with Russian girl now, but maybe she can be one of those girls. But what I'm most hoping for is that she can show us her amazing artistic side. Then we have Yelim Kim from Korea, who is always someone that is a delight to watch on the ice, and you can never count her out. We have once again Hein Lee too, and then Lindsay van Sundert from the Netherlands, and Audrey Shin from USA, who came in 4th place at 4 continents. And when you look at this list, I think the clear favorites, yeah, there might be Luna Hendricks, Yelim Kim and Hein Lee, and then if Mana Kawabe and Rion Sumiyoshi can land their ultra sealments, they will definitely be up there too, fighting for the medals. Let's move on to the fourth installment, which is the reason why it took us forever to actually get the Grand Prix assignments, and that is the Grand Prix in Sheffield, which is called MK John Wilson Trophy. So excited for all the UK fans to see figure skating, although I was hoping for Korea to get it because they are like up and coming, and I think they're gonna be even better and like maybe even dominate together with Japan this year. Anyways, the list started off with a surprise. Nina Pinzarone, which sounds very Italian, but she is representing Belgium, and she was 11th at the junior championships this year, and she's only ranked around 60, but who knows, maybe she's someone that is up and coming. The skater who's gonna represent Great Britain is of course Natasha Mackay. She's like the only good skater they have. Sorry, Great Britain. I hope she's gonna deliver a smash of a performance for her home crowd. Then we have someone who I am really excited about, and that is Anastasia Kupanova representing Georgia. She's such a delight on the ice. She's so smooth. She's like water with her hands, like it just flows. She had a breakthrough season last year, and I'm just like Ekaterina Kurakova, and I'm hoping she will only be better from here now on. Then we once again have Nicole Schott from Germany. And then only one Japanese lady, but it isn't just anyone, it is Mai Mihara. I am so happy that she is back. Like she was back last year too, and I love her so much, and I feel so much for her journey with rheumatism because I have a pain condition too in my body, and I'm so proud that she has managed to fight her way back to the big stage. And her short program last year to I Dreamed a Dream, I cry every time I watch it, so I'm mad. I'm actually furious that she's not gonna keep it, because that's like one of the best things I've ever seen on the ice. Anyways, let's move on, or else I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry just thinking about that program. We also have, once again, recurring names Yang Yu from Korea and Ekaterina Kurakova from Poland. Then we have a surprise, Julia Sauter from Romania, who's only ranked 46th in the world, but she did have the skate of her life at the Worlds this year, where she managed to place number 18. We also have Alexia Pagianini from Switzerland, who placed in number 10 at Europeans this year, but she was 4th 2020, so she do have a lot of potential. Then we will finish off with 3 American ladies, Gabriela Izzo, once again Isabel Vito, and Brady Snell. I'm so excited. Maybe Brady is back. She had to cancel the Grand Prix she was supposed to skate last year because of her injury. She seems to be back on the ice now, but we don't know if she will be fully recovered to do such a big competition, but I hope so. I think we need Brady as a senior, well-known American lady, since Alyssa, Karen, Mariah, they're all not here this year. And we do have exciting juniors that are now seniors, like Lindsay and Isabel, but I think we need, that more well-known name from America. And I really hope we can see Brady. I doubt she will be like any contender for a medal. The ones I think from this group is Mai Mihara and Yang Yu. Also Anastasia Gubanova, Ekaterina Kurakova, and maybe Isabella Vito and maybe Alexia Pagianini. Let's move on, guys, to installment number 5, that is in Japan. It's NHK Trophy. We have a lot of recurring names here. Olga Mikutina, Yekaterina Ryabova, Nina Petrogina, Wakaba Higuchi, Kaoru Sakamoto, then a to be determined Japanese lady. We also have So Young-ji from Korea, a junior who is making her senior debut on this stage. We have once again Yelim Kim, and also another new face this Grand Prix, So Young-wee, who came in 5th place at Junior Championships. She actually was at a Grand Prix last year, but I mean this is the first Grand Prix of this season. Then we will finish up once again with 3 American ladies, Star Andrews, Amber Glenn and Audrey Shin. Here, Wakaba and Kaori, the clear favorites, like, definitely. And then Yelim Kim also too. I think these are like maybe the most predictable competition regarding the medals. They are definitely like the 3 strongest. Maybe Ryabova, Petrokina or Mikutina can surprise us, but yeah. Let's move on to the last stage, which is in Finland, ESPO, Grand Prix of ESPO, which is replacing Russia. I want so badly to go to this Grand Prix because I live in Stockholm, Sweden. It is expensive, but I do because it is so many good names here. I think like the stage I'm most excited to see is maybe Finland. It begins with Lina Hendricks, love Lina Hendricks, then Madeleine Skishas, then Eva-Lotta Kibus. She only has 1 Grand Prix spot this year because she had a really rough season last year, but we know her potential and I love Eva-Lotta. She also always has amazing dresses. Then 3 skaters from Finland, Linnea Seder, Emmi Peltonen and Jenny Saarinen. We will also see Anastasia Kubanova, Mana Kawabe, Rika Kihira, Mai Mihara, Brady Tennell and Lindsay Thorngren. What a group! What a group! The only like missing are Kaori and Wakaba and Koreans. No Koreans, but like I am so excited for this group and I so badly want to go to Finland and see them. We'll see, guys. This is gonna be a really interesting competition too because there are so many that are eligible to take a medal here, like both Luna, Kubanova, Kawabe, Kihira, Mihara, Thorngren, maybe Eva-Lotta Kibus too. It depends if she's healed, but like it all depends on how they are gonna skate this day or these 2 days. That is so exciting that we like can't really predict who are gonna dominate this. It can be like honestly not anyone, but sort of anyone. That was all of the Grand Prix assignments for the women. I'm really excited. I am disappointed for one thing, and that is that Josefin Taljegård from Sweden didn't get a spot. I'm frankly quite shocked because first of all she's in 27th in the rankings and she's also such an entertainer. I mean, she always brings powerful, unique programs that for sure will entertain any figure skating crowd, even though of course she doesn't have the best jumps, but that isn't all that matters in this sport, right? And especially at these events, I mean, I think she would have been a crowd pleaser, and I think the Grand Prix are missing out. And once again, it's even weirder that she's ranked so high. I mean, 27th, and without the Russians, even higher, about 21. And like everyone in front of her in the ranking, except for the Russians and Belarusians who aren't allowed to compete, every single one in front of her has got a Grand Prix assignment. So I don't understand. Actually, everyone in front of her has gotten 2 Grand Prix assignments, and of course a lot of people behind her too. So yeah, I don't understand it at all. And I was also really rooting for her because I'm Swedish myself, and it would have been so fun to have a Swede that I could root for in the Grand Prix events, but yeah, that didn't happen, unfortunately. But otherwise, I am really excited for this Grand Prix season. Please write in the comments which skaters you are most excited to see this season and which skaters do you think will dominate with the Russians gone. I'll see you soon in another video. Bye!